Hi folks, I want to introduce you to a revived corner of Prince George's County. I'm here in Temple Hills, Maryland at the new Oasis Urban Garden and Farm. This is located off Branch Avenue in Temple Hills. It is a 9,500 square foot lot that residents and a local church have transformed from blight and trash and pavement and just yuck to a beautiful garden that is teeming with all kinds of great organic produce. We've got so much stuff growing here that it's just mind-blowing, and it's such a wonderful opportunity to have this community focus on green growing and healthy living, healthy eating.
Yep.
They're forging new relationships and partnerships. Let me show you some of the beds. Now, all of these beds are managed by either a community resident or maybe a partner. NBC4 has a bed. Want to see it?
Yes,
Come on.
take us.
All right.
Because we are partners in this too, right,
We
Pat?
are partners in this. And keep in mind that I've been gardening all of my life, but I'm a flower gardener.
I was going to ask you.
So this is my first opportunity and my first experience planting food.
Wow.
So what we planted here.
And how has that experience been so far? Because you've been planning for a while now, leading up to today.
I've been planting. We planted this bed in March. So we did it in the winter, and we planted winter crops that will fruit soon, this month in June. So let me show you what I've done. Kale, which of course is very popular. This is our kale. Doesn't it look
Russian
good?
kale.
Russian kale's got that purple, those purple veins in it. We've got peas, and I planted two kinds of peas. One is English peas, and the other is sugar snap peas, which I love.
What are English peas? I don't think
I don't know. They're green peas in a shell.
They're a nice, different organic variety of
It's
peas,
an organic variety, and I just happened to have a packet of seeds, so I thought, why not?
Why not?
Let's plant them in seed. What I didn't know is that they're very viney, meaning they grow all over the place, and they'll sort of take over the bed. So we just put these in trellises this afternoon, so that the vines will grow with a little more discipline, a little more order, and they'll grow up and not just take over the bed.
Okay.
We also have carrots.
Wow.
They're over here. Now again, we planted in March, so nothing has begun to fruit yet, but these are our carrot plants, and I've got cucumbers hidden behind the peas.
Cucumbers.
But they haven't started yet.
Are they over here?
Here's a cucumber. See where the yellow flower is? That's where the cucumber is going to grow. So there's a whole row of those.
And you were talking about weeds, right?
Well, wait a minute. I'm going to show you my Swiss chard first.
Oh, okay. Let's see the chard.
Swiss chard I love. You know, a lot of folks like greens. You know, we like collard greens, and I love mustard greens and turnip greens, and I love them with cornbread. My parents' southern upbringing. But Swiss chard is a wonderful green. It's very nourishing, and it's just delicious if you ever try it.
It's a trendy green right now, too.
It's trendy, you know. It's a hot green, you could say. Now, this portion of our bed is the work in progress. So these are grasses, aka weeds. So
what I was mentioning.
Yeah. So what we're doing is pulling them up. Thank you, Brittany, for helping. We're going to pull them up, and we're going to plant vincas, periwinkle.
Beautiful.
Okay, so we have some color in our
So
garden.
we're live. I'll let you handle your beds really quick. Come right back to me, Pat.
Okay.
But Pat is live, News 4, 5, and 6. So that's why she's busy running around. We'll catch her in a second. Showing off our new garden. Amelia is over here with us as well. How are you?
I didn't want to interrupt. Okay, all right.
We've got our beds over here.
Okay, I'm back. Hey, look who's here, Amelia Draper.
Hi,
So, Amelia, we're on Facebook Live.
Hi.
I was just showing them this wonderful place. What do you think of it?
I think that this is amazing. I'm so happy. I don't know how I got this lucky to be asked to come and do the weather out
Because
here.
we know you like
And look at that.
It's amazing.
And the sun's peeking through.
I mean, just to see the kale here, all the different varieties of kale. I'm getting hungry because I'm like thinking of all these recipes in my mind.
And you actually have experience doing this.
I love doing stuff like this. My parents grew a lot of stuff growing up. I now live in the city, so I don't grow that much stuff. I love houseplants, but yeah, my parents do a lot of stuff.
Funny you should mention that, because one of the things that we're going to be doing coming up at 6 o'clock, as a matter of fact, is we're going to focus on gardening in the city. Broccoli City is an organization that specializes in urban farming and gardening in small spaces. We're going to be talking to them a little later, so you might get some tips.
I have to say, one of the things I'm most impressed about is seeing how the plots are laid out and how much stuff you can grow in in a bed, you think you need all of the space, and that's really not the case.
These beds are 4 feet by 10 feet, and they're 2 feet deep, so there's 40 square feet of planting space, and we're doing what we call square box planting, where we you string off, separate each little section of 12 feet by 12 inches by 12 inches, and you can pack so much more in there, as opposed to row gardening, where you put everything in a row. You take up a lot more space growing like that. So this maximizes the space in the bed. So that's why you see all the string and the squares, and sort of like checkers in a.
And even though it was a rough week of weather last week, the rain did help us too, right?
Oh, the rain! Oh my gosh!
I think people came here and loved the rain.
2 weeks ago, all of this was growing, but not like this. It just exploded because of all the rain.
Yeah, and we've had more than 10 inches of rain here since May 12th. So we really had a lot of rain. I just say the other thing I'm loving here is seeing all of the generations of people. So we spoke with a gentleman, 79 years old, and his great-granddaughter is here. I mean, that has to be such good memories.
Amazing
memories.
memories.
I love that.
And what a legacy to pass on.
Yeah.
The thing about it is this garden is located in Temple Hills. It's right behind a McDonald's restaurant. It's in a community that many consider a food desert. So the focus here is on healthy food, teaching people how to grow their own, to teach them farm to table, to teach them, what homegrown organic vegetables taste like. And, once you go there, you never want to go back. But it's also forged a lot of new community relationships, people who didn't know each other, neighbors who probably never talked to each other before, and now growing in the beds next to each other. So that's a really good thing about it.
It's been heartwarming.
And you teach the children, if they are healthy, if they have healthy diets and lifestyles as children, then they grow up to be healthy.
I mean, look at, they're filling the bags full of greens. I mean, that's what you would get in the grocery store. You can get it right here, literally. That's amazing.
Take them to school and give them. Those are Panorama Elementary School in Temple Hills.
How's the weather looking tonight and then the rest of this week, Amelia?
So the weather tonight, there was like one little cell that developed over the Temple Hills area right here, and I'm pulling it up here. My phone. So maybe a few sprinkles I think will be okay, though. I mean, you guys can barely see. That's looks like nothing on the radar. And of course, it's right in this area, though.
Yeah. Okay.
But ultimately fine. We're going to keep it dry tomorrow and Friday, and then there is rain in the forecast for the weekend, but that's going to be a good thing because, like you said, this garden needs rain, and so we're going to get more rain later Saturday and maybe some on Sunday.
And the rain last week made it less humid this week, too, because it feels great out here right now, too, right? So low humidity.
Low. So humid, though, over the weekend, the humidity will start to build in on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
it's all good weather for gardening.
Yeah.
Yes, perfect.
Plants love it all.
You want to walk us around more and see the
I
other
want to show you
beds?
some more of the beds.
Okay.
There are 26 of them, and 20 of them are already occupied, and they've got all kinds of stuff growing in them. I don't know what.
And neither did he. The owner of this bed said he just planted a whole lot of stuff and he's just watching it grow.
I don't know what it is.
But I know this is lettuce. This is definitely lettuce right here. It looks like it.
And it's almost a season. The season's almost past for lettuce because lettuce doesn't like heat.
And that's why they're picking it, right?
Yep, they're picking lettuce. Let me show you. These students from Panorama Elementary School, they've harvested their bed. They had lots of lettuce. And they're celebrating because they have grown so much. They've got bags and bags. And they actually study this at school, so they have like gardening.
Look, he's excited.
You're excited. We got parents here. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Your daughter, we're in Facebook Live. Your daughter goes to...
My sons go to Panorama, and this is what they harvest and everything. So it was great.
I mean, it's a full bag. Look at that.
Yes.
Have you ever grown yourself?
No, actually, we about to start our own. My son just brought home some beans, so yeah, I'm ready for some cilantro and everything.
Right.
Enough
Grow
said.
some more, son.
Yes, I can't wait. I'm ready to get started.
Okay, well, and see, that's why this is so great. It's sort of planting, sowing the seeds of healthy living and growing here, and the younger teaching the old. So that's
Look at that.
I'll show you some others. I know what these are. These are tomatoes. They have yet to flower, but they're going to flower, and there's Swiss chard back there, and
Kale. More kale.
Mr. Charles Kate, what are those?
This is kale.
This is kale. It's kale.
That's kale.
Okay.
So I wanted Broccoli City over here with us because we were just talking about like gardening in small spaces.
Yes.
So Amelia was mentioning she used to do it a lot, but now she lives in DC.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Carell Thompson.
Broccoli City.
Representing Broccoli City.
Just told you about them. So, you know, many people don't have a lot of space, especially in urban areas. And
Right.
what you specialize in is teaching them how to do this in a small space.
You don't even need a big space to do it, honestly. You just need some dirt. You need some dirt and obviously like some beds, some wood, and you can get recycled wood if you're really about living sustainable. You get some of these wood pieces that you see and just put them together, create your own bed in small spaces.
These are all recycled, made
Right.
of recycled wood.
All
This
recycled.
is all recycled.
You just need a quality soil.
Yeah.
Obviously, like a quality soil and just some good nutrients, some good seeds.
And watch
Good
it grow.
good people to garden with you. Good people to garden with you and maintain your garden. You should be good to go.
So we look forward to talking to you more too about what you do and also your chip-in app.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
See
You want
y'all
to tell us
in
a
a
little
little
bit about
Oh.
the app? We're on Facebook
So,
Live.
I'm
People are
sorry.
watching right
So
now.
the Chip-In app, if you download Chip-In app, I think it's WeChipIn.com. You can volunteer. There's all types of events throughout the city, not just in DC. There's some in Philadelphia. There's some in New York. Wherever our people are, they can create an event. You can reach out to us, create an event, and basically it just gets everyone involved. So we want to get millennials and all generations, X, Y, Z,
yes.
ABC, all of the, everyone involved.
Yes.
And
So
have
they
a fun
get-
way of giving back.
They get twofer. They volunteer, they help their community, they contribute to sustainable living,
Right.
and they get to have fun.
And you get to have fun, and there's like a marketplace, so you get like points or chips, so you can cash those chips in and buy like tickets to a concert or Uber credits or things at Whole Foods. So these are all
So cool.
just cool volunteering.
All by the
That's
tap of the phone.
The Chip-In app.
Yes,
CHIPIN.
CHIPN.
Yes.
CHIPN.
Chip-In. Okay.
Love you. Love
Okay,
it.
well, you know what? I want to show you
Yeah.
some really good kale. He talked about, planting in good soil. This is what happens when you plant in good soil. This is
at that
Fleming
green.
Thomas's prize kale. I mean, this kale is so big, it looks like, they're grown into trees or something, big bushes.
I mean, this is
Fleming Thomas is one of the
beautiful.
original
Hey,
gardeners.
Fleming. Yes, we
Hi,
had
Mr.
a lovely
Thomas.
chat earlier.
Yes, he's been growing here for a long time. Jennifer Funn, standing behind him, actually designed this whole space many years ago.
Beautiful job.
Yeah, years ago when it was Branch Avenue in bloom, and then the garden sort of, lost support and died out, and you actually designed the whole thing and came up with the idea.
What it is I got the county to give us the land.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful because there were some ladies that were here that we petitioned the county, and those ladies stood in the doorways of their churches and went and knocked on their neighbors' doors. So when I went to the county council to ask them for these land rights, I asked, and then I said, and your constituents wanted too. So it was, I was walking here and I saw some natural plants growing, and my grandfather had a farm, and I said, wow, we can turn this into a farm. And that's when I started my campaign.
Well, so you must be thrilled then to see it revived, reborn, come back to life. And
The whole process, from when we had the asphalt removed, when we had the trash removed, the whole process, it was a 2-year process.
Wow.
Just
But it
to
paid
be-
off.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Well, I'm so glad you did it, and I'm so glad to be here. And so we're on the air. We're going to go back and do News 4 at 5. And I'm going to keep working on my bed, so wish me luck.
Yes.
My thumbs get greener.
And turn on those TVs so you can watch us live. Watch that thumb grow greener for Pet Views.
All right, again, so long from Temple Hills for now.